Hey YouTube, today I wanted to show you my new airplane. This is the Viking Model 12-280. When this first came out, I really thought, wow, that's a really nice looking bird, and I really would like to try it out. And for my birthday, I finally got it. So here it is. Here's the box. Let's look at the back. Here's the back of the box. Probably nothing too surprising on here. It just tells you a little bit about the plane, what the routes are for that plane. I mean, this is an actual plane that does aerobatics. It's got AS3X, the whole bit, so there's a little bit of the stats on this plane. And now let's look at the actual plane itself. Alright, so here it is. The actual build itself was not that bad. Probably the hardest part out of the whole thing was basically probably gluing those blacks, I believe they call them struts, these little carbon fiber bars here. And honestly, that wasn't really a big deal. You just needed to make sure you lined them all up before you glued them on. And so that was probably the biggest hassle of the whole thing, which was actually nothing much. So I'd say the whole build itself was very easy. Nothing anybody couldn't do. I'm not a pro, and I was able to do it. So, I'd say easy build. And this is what's under the hood. Basically, that black Velcro is the one that I put on there. The original Velcro that came with this model was, I'd have to say, a piece of junk. It basically came right off, was barely even stuck on there. It was really, I'm not sure what kind of Velcro they're using over at Horizon Hobby, but they need to change the quality of that pretty quickly, because the kind that they're using right now is not very good. So anyhow, there is the receiver. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's the AR 635. I can't really see it here. 6335, I believe. Let me see if I can. Can't really get it to focus here, but anyhow, there's the receiver. ESC. Another thing that I did with this is, because it was so jumbled up in there, the wires were all over the place. It was like a rat's nest. So I kind of did a little bit of used a little zip tie and kind of put the wires together and kind of got everything out of the way. Cleaned it all up. Both the wires on the left. I don't know if you can see the zip tie. Let me see if I can put a light in there. There you go. I don't know if you can see that. So basically, I just cleaned that up, took all that stuff out of the way. Now I can put the battery in there with no problem, and everything looks a lot neater. Okay, another thing I did, here's the hood here. I basically put this Velcro on each side of it because the slot that it goes into was way too wide. I saw this on another video on YouTube, so I thought it was a good idea, so I went ahead and did it myself. And now it goes in there, and it's a lot more snug. It's not going sideways, not moving around. So I think that was a good idea, and I went ahead and used it. Okay, another little, not really a mod, but little tweak that I did. This back wheel, basically it was this part of it was straight, and it was kind of just cockeyed. It was just kind of going sideways. So I got two needle nose pliers, stuck it. Well, let me see if I can show you how I did this. Hold on. Okay, let's give this a shot. Basically what I did was I used the needle nose plier. I held one side of it, and then with another needle nose plier, I basically took it from the top here and bent it. So now it has that little bit of a bend to it, and it's straight now. So that, to me, is a lot better. I don't know why they couldn't do that at the factory. I guess that's a little bit too much labor, I guess. I have no idea. But anyhow, it makes it so much better. I can tell it stays straight now, and it's really a really easy mod and something they should be able to do in the factory. Okay, so here is something I don't like about this model, and maybe the one you might get if you decide to get this will have better quality. But this is what it looks like when I got it. It looks like little bits and pieces of it came off. So it doesn't look like this top wing, which is it's pretty decent. Looks good. Much better than this. Looks like something has been eating it. But that's how it came from the factory. That's how the wing looked like. Let's see if we can look at the other one. This one is not as bad, but it's still, I'm not sure what caused that. It's probably the way it's manufactured. I'm not sure, but that kind of makes it a little bit on the cheap side. The quality isn't very good on that, so you know, that to me is a little bit of a thumbs down, or maybe what you'd call a fail. Overall, if you don't look at that part of it, you know, the plane itself is beautiful. I mean, the graphics on it is beautiful. The colors are beautiful. I like the whole Viking thing here. It looks pretty cool. So, you know, does those little things bother me? Yeah, of course it does a little bit, but overall I think just because this thing's so damn good looking, I'll just let it go. Just in case you wanted to see, this is the bottom of the plane. It's got that big old arrow on it. It's definitely going to be easy to figure out which is the top and bottom on this plane. So you got your bottom all blue, and you got the top part, which is mainly yellow. Again, I have to say the graphics on this is amazing. Looks really beautiful. Just wish that they had better quality in the way they, I guess, formed the wings. But like I said, it's a little bit on the minor side. But you know, when you pay $160 for this, you know, you want the quality to be a little bit better. So overall, I'd have to say that build-wise, this was, I'd say, between 1 and 10. 10 being hardest, I'd have to say maybe a 3. Just take your time, enjoy the build itself. You know, don't rush it, and you'll be fine. As far as flight characteristics, well, I wish I could fly it, but it's been really windy the last few days, and it's even rained, so have not flown it yet, but I can look forward to it. I just can't wait. So maybe in another, maybe I'll put a comment on it after I fly it and just say how either I enjoyed it or I didn't enjoy it. But I'm sure I'll have a good time with this plane. All right, so there it is. If you have any questions, feel free to write them down at the bottom. I'll try to answer you as quickly as I can. This is WillNate35 signing off.